What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react to a British TV show called Coronation Street. And I believe it says this is the longest running TV soap opera in the world. Wow, oh my God. So I guess I have high expectations for this. To be completely honest, I don't know anything about this show or what it's about or why it's so popular, but the description says this show follows the everyday lives, drama, and relationships of residents in a working class neighborhood in Manchester. Okay, you have my attention. So the way that I'm going to do this is I'm going to check out this video by Watch Mojo UK. This is the top 10 most shocking Coronation Street moments of all time. So let's take a look.
For this list, we'll be looking at the wildest moments from Coronation Street that had all of Britain's jaws dropping.
Okay.
Number 10. Sarah Platt is pregnant.
Oh, whoa! You can. When was this show made exactly? That's kind of funny that there was a time where, like, someone getting pregnant. Maybe this is like a young woman or a young girl or something. But there was a time where a girl getting pregnant was just like the most shocking, dramatic thing ever that you ever. Nowadays, this isn't like the craziest thing ever that a show could do.
He's Platt.
Coronation Street has never been afraid to tackle sensitive subjects.
Yeah.
And though this may seem tame by its modern standards,
Yeah.
back in 2000, this was a shocker.
Okay, yeah, and you know what? That's really cool if this show, Coronation Street, if this likes to take on those difficult themes and these dramatic, taboo topics, that's actually really cool for a show to do, to push the boundaries like that.
At just 13 years old, Sarah Platt learned that her life would be turned upside down by an unexpected pregnancy.
Oh, wow. Okay. No matter how you cut it, past or present, if you're getting pregnant at 13 years old, that's pretty shocking.
The reason why Sarah Louise has put on some weight is because she's pregnant.
Viewers at home couldn't believe such a young character would be put into such a serious situation.
Yeah.
This would lead to the eventual introduction of her daughter Bethany, who in recent years would also be involved in...
Oh my God. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me itch my head here before I get my thoughts out. Has this show been going on so long that one of these characters has given birth to a child that is now grown up and a part of the show? Is that correct?
in a few jaw-dropping scenes.
Home now.
Jeez.
Number 9. Jeff falls.
I don't know who Jeff is. You know, I only have this video to kind of give me a taste of what Coronation Street is all about. I'm not going to be able to know all of the characters and every little plot point, but whoever Jeff is, he's going to fall? Like, he's going to get hurt? He's going to die? Or is somebody going to push him?
Jeff has to be one of the nastiest characters to ever step foot on the cobbles.
Oh,
His emotional
okay.
and physical abuse of partner Yasmin Nazir had fans praying he would eventually get his comeuppance.
So, he's a jerk. Nobody likes him. People were begging for this.
Me, you. And my money's on me.
Why are they on the roof? What are they doing? Is he spying on someone? Man, so this guy deserves it.
Fortunately, he got that in dramatic fashion. After Jeff attempted to set the house ablaze, he ended up chasing Yasmin onto the roof. A huge error on his behalf.
What? He tried to set someone's house on fire? And it looks like he's kicking this guy on the roof. Screw this guy. I want him to fall off the roof. I don't like to say that kind of stuff, but I want this guy to fall off this roof to a horrible... well, he abuses his wife. A horrible death. Yes.
Don't just lie there. Help me.
He ended up slipping, and despite Yasmin's attempt to save him, falling to his death.
Oh!
After an audible gasp by the British public,
my
viewers
God.
rejoiced as this monster was finally done for.
Oh my God. You know, I've heard of soap operas. I know they're dramatic or whatever. I've never watched a soap opera. This is pretty entertaining. Like, actually, people are like falling off rooftops to their death. Young girls are getting pregnant left or right. Like, there's all this crazy stuff happening.
Number 8. Aiden's death.
I'm sorry.
Aiden. Okay. I don't know who Aiden is. Is this someone we don't want to die? I gotta get all the facts straight here.
I could never be sorry. After what I did to you.
The taking of one's life is very difficult to tackle effectively and respectfully. Coronation Street managed this difficult feat with the sensitivity it deserved, with the character Aidan Connor.
Is he okay? Is he gonna die right here in this restaurant? What's going on here?
After an earlier attempt to take his life was paused after learning his sister needed a kidney transplant, many believed Aidan may have found a new lease on life.
What on earth? Kidney transplants? Falling off roofs? Oh, this is
But
sad.
as is the case with many of these tragedies, his unexpected death came seemingly out of nowhere. In a truly heartbreaking scene, Aidan's father found his son dead.
Oh my God.
No!
Don't go in the bathroom. Oh my God. Did he commit suicide?
Number 7.
Oh my God. Jeez. I didn't know this show was so dark. I mean, I didn't know anything about the show, but it's like this is like a popular British TV show. Like people, you know, addressing a lot of really dramatic themes here. I wasn't expecting this.
Haley's reveal.
Haley's reveal. What could it be at this point? I am expecting anything at this point. What is Haley revealing?
I really feel we're getting to know each other tonight.
Haley appeared in many of Corrie's most iconic storylines, including her tragic illness. But she most notably broke ground when she revealed herself to be the first transgender character in British soap history.
Oh, okay. So this show really is like... This show enjoys pushing the boundaries of like what's expected and socially acceptable and all that kind of stuff. That I appreciate that.
This was unprecedented and thus surprised many viewers at home.
I'm a transsexual.
While her partner
Oh, this guy was dating this woman, and she, all the way up until this point, and she never told him about that?
Roy was at first upset by this revelation, but he eventually looked past his initial prejudice.
Wow.
And the two continued their beautiful relationship.
Good for them. Did they say something about one of them getting an illness? Like, does everybody just end up dying in some horrible way in these soap operas? Or
I want to say thank you to Haley for walking into my life and bringing me a kind of happiness that I thought was reserved only for other people.
Number 6.
That's nice.
Kylie is killed.
Hang on, I think there might be something kicking off at the kebab.
Okay, so this is exactly what I was saying. People just die all the time in these shows. Oh my God.
Sure.
David Platt has terrible luck when it comes to his romantic history. Accidents, cheating, and so on. He suffered through it all. But perhaps the one that had the most profound impact on...
Whoa. This guy just pushed her to the ground? Is that it? Jeez. Is that what killed her?
He suffered through it all. But
Yeah, I mean, It's not even that unrealistic. You don't want to just fall onto the ground and onto concrete or brick and just hit your head like that. That has definitely killed people falling like that.
Perhaps the one that had the most profound impact on him was the sudden death of Kylie Platt.
Yeah.
Let go of me, bitch!
The scene
Okay. I jumped the gun a little bit there. I thought the dramatic moment was over. He had pushed a woman onto the ground. She hit her head. Horrible way to go. That's not the death. He's stabbing this poor girl with a bottle?
Let go of me, bitch!
No. You really gotta take your time and dissect these fast-paced action sequences in Coronation Street. She dropped her bottle. He stabbed her with a knife, to be clear.
The scene of her dying in David's arms as he screamed in anguish is now burned into the minds of many Corrie fans across the globe.
Oh my god.
They're here. Kylie, they're here.
Oh my god. This show is so sad.
From that moment, we wanted to see Clayton Hibbs face justice for what he did to her. Number 5. Pat Phelan's hostage situation.
Oh my god. I am genuinely shocked at what this soap opera has done throughout its run. People are dying, getting stabbed, getting pregnant, hostages at gunpoint. What the heck?
I will kill you. Then I will kill her.
This guy did it all. Theft, blackmail, and yes, even murder.
What?
It felt like he was never going to get what was coming to him until the explosive confrontation during Michelle Connor's wedding.
And I feel like I'm seeing all this stuff, for the first time all at once. If you were watching this show as a fan, like watching it on TV, one episode at a time, and this crazy stuff would just happen out of nowhere, I can easily see why people would really enjoy watching this.
A botched hostage job led to Anna finally getting sweet revenge against the man who had tormented her as she stabbed him. Phelan thought,
Oh my god, how many people just get stabbed on this show? Oh my god.
he could get one last laugh by saying she would be put away for murder, but Anna truly had the last laugh in this exchange.
I win.
Number 4.
I hope she had really bad breath when she did this, just so he could feel, in his last dying moments, that wave of bad breath even on his nose, that extra revenge.
I win.
Number 4. Mike Baldwin dies.
Everybody dies.
Mike?
The love triangle between Ken, Deirdre, and Mike is what put Corrie on the map for a lot of fans. While vying for the affection of Deirdre, Mike and Ken became perhaps the most bitter of enemies in the show's history.
So these two are fighting over a woman, I guess? Oh my god. What are you doing?
Here,
What are you doing?
calling an ambulance.
While they were pretty close to bumping each other off throughout their storied rivalry, ultimately it was in the arms of Ken that Mike would die.
What's wrong? What's wrong with him? What happened? Why is he dying? It's a little unclear to me.
It was a bittersweet exchange as Mike, now suffering from Alzheimer's, seemingly buried his feud with Ken as they recounted days gone by.
Oh wow.
You're finished, Barlow. Deirdre loves me. She's mine.
Mike!
Number 3.
I apologize. I know this isn't supposed to be funny. It's not a comedy, but it's like sometimes they're like, he's dying. He's on the ground dying and still managing to gloat to be like, she loves me. It's like, okay, man, you can have your last little moment there. Whatever, you're dying.
3. Deirdre behind bars.
I sentence you to 18 months imprisonment.
This one was all kinds of WTF.
Really? You know, compared to a lot of the stuff so far, this is not the most crazy thing. Someone going to jail.
So much so that even the Prime Minister at the time, Tony Blair, got involved with the infamous Free the Weatherfield One campaign.
What?
In one of British TV's biggest miscarriages of justice,
what?
The lady who wore probably British TV's biggest pair of glasses was wrongfully convicted of fraud. Fans will remember, of course, that Deirdre had found herself in hot water after falling for a con man who used her account for his own dodgy finances.
Whoa. I like this. I like this show a lot. Like, I really appreciate, like, the topics and themes that they're willing to put in the show. So even this, you know, being a victim of fraud, getting unjustly convicted of a crime you didn't do. These are real things that happen to people in real life. You know, life is not always perfect. It's far from it. So them showing that, I like that.
Have you anything to say?
I didn't do any of it.
And so the national outrage threatened to get out of hand when she was finally sentenced. Number 2.
Was there actually national outrage at her wrongful conviction? I guess that means you wrote a really good episode of TV, to be honest.
Richard's Last Stand.
Okay.
The journey of this soap's resident sociopath came to a grisly end following a murder spree that shook the street. Following his...
Oh my god, I'm kind of surprised that they showed this stuff on TV. I mean, I'm American. They show some pretty crazy stuff on, like, death and violence, guns and explosions on TV, but I don't know. There's something about, like, getting hit in the head with a shovel. It's very visceral. Like, that's the kind of thing you don't see that much. It's weird how that's, like, more impactful.
His murders of ex-wife Patricia and Maxine to protect his new family, Richard lost it all when Gail discovered what he'd done.
The more you struggle, the more you get hurt, Gail.
He intended to die with the Platts, tying them up in his car and attempting to gas them.
What?
Though Audrey's interference...
What? What is happening on Coronation Street? I don't even know where that is. I think they said Manchester. This is all happening, like, on Coronation Street, by the way? God, they should probably, like, move away. These people are tied up, gagged with tape, held hostage. They're threatened with death, hit with shovels. What?
Interference saw him try to escape and subsequently drive the car into the canal. His would-be victims got out alive, but Richard spent his final night sleeping with the Fishers.
Oh, okay. I actually thought they were all gonna die there. That's still insane. This is insane.
Is that your husband, Richard Hillman?
Number 1. The tram crash.
The tram crash. This is number 1. Was this the most shocking moment in Coronation Street? There's been a lot of shocking moments. An entire tram? What is a tram? Exactly. We don't have this stuff in America. Is that like a streetcar or a train or something, I think?
For those of you who ever wondered what the mysterious bridge over the cobbles was for, then this sort of answers that question. In what looked more like a scene straight out of a disaster movie, an explosion at the joinery led to an unfortunate opening in the bridge. Obviously, the communication lines must have been down, as not too long afterwards, a tram comes flying off the tracks and into the cabin and corner shop below.
Oh my god! For one thing, props to them for, like, this is a crazy episode of TV, and to do the explosions and the scope, like showing a tram go off the tracks. Also, this is crazy. What?
It's all just...
What? What? They actually showed all that?
so sudden and so incredibly OTT. But what's even more shocking is that the quickly quite hellish situation kills off Molly and street stalwart Ashley Peacock.
I don't know Molly and Ashley Peacock. Are these like important characters that just suddenly die by tram?
A shocking day for soap fans.
Do you agree with...
Oh my god! If you're a soap fan, I can see why you would love this show. This show is crazy. I didn't know it. Stuff got this crazy. Like on soap operas. I had no idea it was like this. That's really funny. I'm actually shocked how much I really enjoyed this. Like, this is way more drama and action and terror and shock than I ever expected. I can see why Coronation Street has had such a long, prolific run in Britain. I get it. I get it. That was a lot of fun to take a look at. That was actually really cool. So anyway, if you enjoyed this as well, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment with your thoughts on Coronation Street. If you ever watched this show, if you like this show, that'd be cool to hear about, especially from British people. This is like a popular British TV show, right? Soap opera. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Britain and learning about British culture and seeing British things I've never seen before, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching and see you next time.